Hey y'all, Scotty D Travel and Charity Road Show from Auctions America Park in Auburn, Indiana, and I got a 68 GTX. Supposed to be a rare motor somehow coming down the assembly line. This thing ended up with like a 461 in it, and it was the original motor that came in it. So anyways, it's worth a look. Let me get the camera turned around and we'll see what we're talking about. Wayne, how are you, brother?
Pretty good, Scott.
Tell me, what do we got going on here?
This is a 68 GTX I bought off a gentleman about 25 years ago, and we've restored it, redone the engine, freshened it up, all new paint, but kind of took it out of storage and brought it down here for this show. And,
we took it in. Somebody took it into a shop though and discovered that there was something just unique.
Yeah, the original owner had it in the shop, man, and they was going to do service on it, and they want to know how he got that motor in that car, and he thought it was a 440, and it's stamped 461 right on the block.
Huh.
So it was unknown to him, so it's something that got put in at the factory evidently.
Right.
And he moved from Chicago down to Fort Wayne here, and then got traded in.
Was he the original owner?
This other guy was, yeah. He was like 18 years old when he bought it.
Yeah.
And it was too much car for him.
So he knew the history of the car. It wasn't like it'd been out of somebody's hands and maybe somebody threw that motor in.
No, he bought it original, and the Pops got the car. And when he took it in to get it serviced, they called him up and know what the deal was with the motor, and so they called the original owner on. He said that's what was in it when he bought it.
Right.
So so it was one.
Have you ever gone to the Mopar people and tried to run the VIN or anything like that to see what if there was any kind of notations on why that car would have that motor in? There can't be many of them out there.
No.
Especially, the thing is, like I was talking to you about, I don't think anybody brought a NASCAR motor out of the back room and just dropped it in randomly in a car, you know what I'm saying?
It's kind of an odd one, because we had a gentleman down from Detroit many years ago, brought all of his books down and sat around and went through the car, and the way he talked of just a handful of these, and they're not in existence except for this one.
Right. So they did more than one. They just did a few.
Yeah, they did about a handful of them.
So it must have been some kind of Plymouth Copo program or something.
Out the back door, I think they used to call it. Yeah.
So what kind of, do you do tuning, or do you do body work? What is it that you do?
We do restorations on the muscle cars.
So you restore them?
Restore them. Okay. From frame off. This one here was pretty much frame off.
But it's like 25 years ago or something?
Yeah, about 25 years ago when we painted this one. So I just got out of storage until we'd bring it to the show here.
No, I appreciate you coming out. Have you had a good time?
Oh yeah, real good show. Very good time.
So everything as you know it is pretty much original on the car.
Yeah, I left it just the way Pops had it. The interior has not been done.
And it's holding up well.
Yeah.
Vinyl top.
Original top.
Did that tack come on the dash?
Yeah, that comes from the way it was when I got it.
Right.
But he ran it back in the 70s on according to Pop, he set the flying mile record, 217 in this car.
217 miles an hour?
Yeah, in the flying mile.
Wow.
Back in the day, that was a long time ago.
What rear end was he running in that?
It's got like a 270, I think, something like that.
What's the fastest you've had?
I've been up to 180.
180?
Oh, yeah.
No kidding, still had more.
Yeah, I had plenty more. Didn't have any brakes, so it's got drum brakes on it.
Holy smokes, you don't need that.
It don't stop with a darn.
You better with a new pair of Nikes than you are them drum brakes.
Yeah.
Like Flintstone, and it's better.
Yeah, when it gets hot, the brakes get hot, they don't stop very good. So, but it's drum, so it's if you guys are gonna drive it like that, then you upgrade it to disc. But
oh yeah,
other than that, I don't run it like that anymore. No, I don't think so.
I think somebody's done some work on that.
He's added the fuel pumps and.
Well, I'm talking about like this plate and all that stuff.
That plate stuff.
Yeah, because I think if you got this car new, you'd notice that.
Yeah.
You'd be like, hey, my buddies don't look anything like it.
It's got the Holly 3-barrel on there, which they don't even make anymore.
They don't even make a 3-barrel anymore.
Yeah.
Holy cow. Well, this one's going to drive the Mopar fans nuts. I know it is.
Oh, yeah.
Just to say that I shoot the videos, that I don't bring the information. So I don't know anything, folks. So don't get on me, or don't say that, this, that, or the other thing to me. This is just the best that Wayne knows. This car is only a 2 or 3 owner car.
Second, I'll be the third owner. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know Pops.
Yeah, I knew.
You knew Pops forever, so I mean, it's really just, it's been in the family for two of these owners, and there's been the guy that bought it new.
Yeah.
And he claims he didn't do much to it.
Yeah, I started working on this in '70 at the shop, and it's always been like that when it come into the shop. So all the stuff you see on its way, he had it.
Right.
So I left it prepared for what he had in the car, and
do you think Pops did that stuff?
possibly, only I can think of, because the other guy had it. I don't think did anything with it.
Right.
So.
Wayne, I appreciate you bringing it out. I think that car is going to cause a lot of conversation on the internet, and we may figure out exactly what's going on with it, you know, and that'd be nice, folks, if you truly know, not that you think you know, because we think we know, but if you truly know how these cars would have ended up this way, then sure, let us know, because Wayne and I'd both like to know exactly how these things end up coming up with a one-off motor in there from somewhere. I mean, that's again, that's still just hard to register in your mind. But back in this day and time, factories were a whole lot different than they are now. You know, now they can tell you exactly where your car's in production and this and that. Back in the day, I've seen cars come and sit at a dealership and they'll have the wrong steering wheel in it. A Chevrolet dealership and have a GMC steering wheel sitting on it. Well, that just got twisted up on the assembly line, you know.
I went up to Woodward a few years back and talked to some of the guys that worked in the back shop, and they said they did make some of them. There's no records of it, but they made some. They sent them out the door and just throw the motor in as whatever come down the line, and that's the kind of way it went.
Right. Well, Wayne, thanks so much for coming out, brother.
You, Scott.
And what year did you say it is?
It's 68.
68 GTX from the Scotty D Traveling Charity Roadshow. Auctions America Park, Auburn, Indiana. If you didn't get out this year, folks, get out next year for sure, man. It's a great show. So many cool cars here. I'm not going to be able to shoot them all. This kind of stuff, the odd, the unique, the rare, it's out here. Customs, full customs, whatever you're into, that's what we're into. Cool is cool. Hope you enjoyed this one. See ya.